One in a million. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to WBG, We Bleed Green, episode 9. Thank you for the people that's already up in here. Mr. Kima, Sean. Oh shit, Sean is in the podcast. Andrew Wilkins, even though he's talking shit, what's up to you, brother? King Reaper, Shay Capo, Anthony Chipmunk, Andrew Wilkins. Oh shit, man! Which one of y'all niggas got that shit blasted? Was it Voltec? Martin, what's up, y'all? What's up? JD, what up, brother? Thank y'all for joining us already. Joe Hansel, Coolio. Sorry, you know I always fuck your name up. But what's going on, y'all? Hey, we got some things to talk about today. Not a lot of news, but it's enough for us to do a show. First, I want to say what's up to my brother from the UK, Sean. What's going on with you, man?
What's going on, Doc? I'm sorry, I mean dirt. No, everything's good. You know, I mean, just still working away, trying to be safe out on the streets. We got a couple of, the news has been slow lately, but we got a good show. So let's go ahead.
All right, man. Thanks for the new nickname, Dark. Ain't that a bit? Devin, yo, what's going on with you, bro?
Nothing much, man. Just been playing Valorant a lot. It's a new game on PC. Well, it's in closed beta, so I've been playing that and making videos here and there. Just waiting for big news to drop. We can get the show rolling.
Oh yeah, definitely waiting for some big news to drop. Hey, y'all, look who's here. Nigga disappeared last week, but he's here this week. Tsunami, what's up, brother?
Hey, listen, Devin did not get this much backlash. I'm listening. I'm here. You need to get over it. That was in the past, okay? There's situations outside of my whatever. But now, what's up?
No, you gotta understand, Tsunami. This is WBG, not our dog shit scram punks. You understand?
Yeah, but Devin is Miss Scram Punks. WBG.
Hey, I mean, y'all held it down. Heard I had a lot of viewers here last week, so that's a good look.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that shit was unbelievable. But R&B, what's up, brother? Thanks for showing up at the last minute.
I'm getting dog shit in COD again, huh?
Yeah, I'm doing okay, guys. We just got our asses hold out in fucking COD, man. I think I'm washed, man. I think I'm done in these streets.
Come on, man. You are fearless leader on like Call of Duty, brother.
I don't know, dude. I think I'm gonna take my skills over to Nintendo Switch, just stick to Splatoon or something, man. I don't know.
Shit. That's Splatoon. Damn, brother.
I'm trying to take
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
2K20.
Bro, you'll get smoked in the
Hey. You did a lot better last night. Alex put up points on boy.
Oh man, y'all crazy. But Andrew Wilkins already talked about that's Nethos. That's a pick of Nethos, man. What the fuck is he said Sean is a pick of Nethos, man.
Oh shit. Come on, Naf doesn't look that good. Come on, brother.
Oh man, come on, man. All right, y'all. So like I said, we got a couple things to talk about. So there was a few things happened last week while after WBG. But let's go ahead and talk about some of it. Yeah, I saw that IGN thing. I don't know what the hell that was about. Just a joke. That was some stupid shit.
It was a very, very late April Fool's joke.
Yeah, it would have hit better on April Fool's, but today it was just nah. That was dumb as hell to me. But balling hard as they hit the like button. I agree with them. I
appreciate that.
Yeah, but first off, let's talk about this Cyberpunk shit. So Cyberpunk 2077 Xbox One X was revealed sometime last week. First, the controller was revealed, and the next day they revealed the system itself. So they're saying that this is the last limited edition Xbox One X, obviously, because it's right by next gen. They said they're only making 45,000 of these. Now, what do you guys think about the console? What the look of it? And if next generation wasn't starting this fall, would you guys buy one? Sean, brother, what you think about that one?
I'll be honest with you. I think the console looks great. Because it's Cyberpunk, just the way it looks really good and looks crazy, looks insane to me. And buying it, it depends on the price. Because in the UK, everybody from the UK, there's a place called CEX, which you could trade in your consoles or electronic stuff. And for your One X, they're giving over £200. So if the Cyberpunk console comes around about £349, the game is worth £60. So it's like a £50 upgrade. So I might get it for $350 and that if it is that much in pounds. but it looks dope. I'll be honest with you.
Okay. Devin, bro, what you think about it, man?
Man, I think it looks cool. I like the back design with the couldn't really see it. It's like a red face or something. I think it looks cooler. That design looks better, but I seen that it has like LED lights on it. I think.
Yeah, it does.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's dope as hell. And I want to see what it looks like in the dark and like glowing in the dark and shit. That's cool as fuck to me.
Pause. No, but like you said, Devin, like you said, it looked good glowing in the dark. Pause.
I like the controller. The console, it looks okay. You know, it looks cool. If the system didn't come out so late in the life cycle, I probably would get it. But at the same time, the game was supposed to come out in April.
Well, it's supposed to come out like a couple of days ago. So
Yeah.
No, actually tomorrow, April 21st.
or today, 20th. I mean, yeah.
I thought it was April 16th.
No, it was April 21st. It was supposed to come out April 21st. So it makes sense that they're revealing the console now. They don't want to reveal the console in September and shit. You know, so the game was supposed to come out April 21st, which is tomorrow. So it makes sense that they have a custom console. Now, let me say this before we go to R&B and Tsunami. I remember like guys saying, Xbox should start doing limited edition consoles and all that shit again. Third-party limited edition consoles. Now they're doing it and they're talking shit. Why? Because
what exactly?
what they saying? It's too late to do a console now. It's too late to do a console now. But like I said, the game was supposed to come out tomorrow, and it was postponed. It was delayed, so it makes sense that they did a custom console. But that means to me that moving forward, they will start doing those third-party like custom consoles again. You know,
Especially with like the big games, because Cyberpunk coming off the Witcher 3, like me and you agree that's the game of the generation for us, and Cyberpunk has got a lot of hype behind it, even from the PC crowd, even from the console guys, and the 45K. That's all they're making, 45,000 consoles. So that shit's gonna be expensive once people start selling it, or maybe in a year's time. It's gonna be expensive. That
So like Tsunami, brother, what you think about it, man? What you think about how it look? All right, Sue, I appreciate it, brother. Oh, there you go.
yeah, so.
Yeah, that strip club.
As far as the console, I like it. I don't like the controller as much. For some reason, I like things to be like asymmetric or at least uniform, and then just the edges kind of like trigger me a little bit. But the console looks dope. I would have gotten it if it wasn't like around the corner from next gen console release. But as far as the timing, I mean, it's a good look that Xbox has, the marketing for Cyberpunk, but it's like, damn, the game got pushed back, so it's like you can't really do nothing about it. So they said, you know what? Let's drop the console early. Let's give them a code for the game, so when the game drop, you can get it on the Xbox, and of course with smart delivery, you can get it on next gen Xbox also.
Right.
So I mean, it's not a bad look. Would I get it? I wouldn't get it. I told myself I wasn't gonna get the Gears console, and I thought that looked fire too. And it's the same thing for this. I mean, granted, if the game is like a fucking huge success, it could be a great collector's piece, but I'm just holding out that maybe they'll do one for the Series X, but I doubt it because
they ain't
launch consoles don't need it. Launch consoles don't need it.
I'd still buy that Gears console, man.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do one. No, they definitely not gonna do one for the Series X. See, because at launch, I've never seen a custom console at the launch of a console. So I seriously doubt it. Have you guys seen a custom console at the launch of a console?
Outside the Scorpio edition, not really.
Project Scorpio was one.
Well, based on the game.
Oh no.
No, yeah. So,
I doubt it because what it is normally like this custom console. What the fuck was that? Pause.
What the fuck?
Let me get the super chat right quick, man. What's his name? I never can.
Night music.
Night music. Thank you, brother. I don't know. Got that 80s vibe. I dig it. All right, yeah, brother. I mean, it's okay to me. I like the controller better than the console, but I thank you for the $5. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, It's funny, Dirk, because this is honestly a time where Microsoft did
my
nothing
thing just cut
wrong.
out. I don't know if you were talking to me or not, but I'm back.
God dang it. Because you're stealing that Wi-Fi, man. Come on, now.
That must have been Sub, doing something with the zip or some shit.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, that's the
Yo,
door.
Sue, you didn't mute your mic. Did you go for the piss or something, Sue?
Hey, good.
Yo,
That
this
was my
guy.
jacket. That was my
No, I
That's
don't
my
trust you, Sue.
windbreaker. Relax.
We know you be at the nightclubs doing podcasts in the nightclubs in the toilets. We can't trust you, Sue. You be anywhere, dude. You be taking a shit
First of all,
and doing a podcast.
First of all, that's the reason why you should trust me, because I tell you where I'm at. If I told you it was my windbreaker, best believe it's my windbreaker. When I'm at the club, I tell you I'm at the bar, I'm at the club. So don't worry about it.
So why do you sound like you got an echo? Are you in the toilet or some shit?
Hey, Sue, man, listen, brother. We're all Xbox fans, but you don't have to get carried away with being an Xbox fan, brother. I'm saying.
Oh, God. Here you go.
I mean, Xbox is, they have the momentum, but damn, brother, they ain't that serious.
Yeah, but I like it.
I was actually walking back. I was walking back from the store. Actually,
now he's
I
gonna
just came in
explain
the house and
himself.
took my jacket off. So
Nah,
he's
man,
lying.
we
This
gotta
is
explain,
since y'all
what
want to know.
happens when you lying. You get caught in another lie. Stop lying. We know you went for a shit. Keep it simple. That's it. Don't lie.
But no, I like.
So wait, I
Come on, man. RB trying to talk.
couldn't hit a word drop, but you hit my zipper.
Sue's
brother.
trying to defend this nonsense.
RB trying to talk about the console, man. The nigga's talking about his jacket. Come on, man.
That's Sue's suspect.
But no, this is one of the rare instances of this gen where Xbox did nothing wrong. Can you hear me?
We can hear Sue's acting stupid.
God dang it, Sue. Come on now. But no, I'm saying this is one of the rare instances of this gen where Microsoft literally did nothing wrong. They have a nice looking console. From what I understand, it's like the look of the console is like based off what, like the car from the trailer or something, because it has like a capacitor and all that stuff on it. And the controller is based off that character. What's the guy named? Like Johnny Silverhands.
Yeah.
One Keanu Reeves supposed to be.
Keanu Reeves, yeah.
And then the charger base, I think, is also based on the car. But then they had other things that they had released later, where they got headphones, custom headphones, and they got custom hard drives, like a 5 terabyte hard drive. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Controller stand as well.
Yeah.
So I like it's a real third party marketing deal right there. That's real shit. Yeah.
I like it.
Full blown out, guys.
Yeah. I like it. If I didn't have an Xbox One X and we weren't going into saving up for Xbox Series X, I would have definitely copped this because everything about it looks dope.
Yeah.
But again, see what?
Like R&B, say example, you can sell your Project Scorpio for about, say, $220, $230. The game is worth $60, and let's say this is $349 or something.
Yeah.
For a $50 upgrade, do you think it's not worth it?
Yeah, but I already got an Xbox One X right now. That's what I'm saying. Like, if this came out like a few months ago, I would have totally traded mine in and got this because it's gorgeous.
I'm just saying for the sake of like $50, and you might
of course.
You might be able to sell it for the same value. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Oh, yeah. I get you. Now,
the only reason why I don't want to trade mine is because I have a Scorpio edition, and like it's already kind of a special edition.
It's not worth
so
shit.
I still like it. That means I was the first one with the series.
No. What I'm
Anybody
saying
can get a fucking.
No, I've asked them, but I don't know what's it like in the US, but in the UK, they class it as a 1X.
Oh,
well, I know, but I like it because I like it, not because of how much trading value. I don't.
Because I said it. I said to him.
But Sean, tell me if they didn't have an Xbox Series X version of Cyberpunk Edition, tell me who wouldn't cop that.
Obvious, man. I'll cop anything. You know me.
But yeah, like that's why I'm hoping they come out with a Series X version, especially when like the actual version drops and they like update it, like a game of the year edition with all DLC. Man, I would kill for one of those.
The thing is with like, I tell you what, when it comes to the Xbox custom consoles, that's Sue again, I can tell by his mic. But when it comes to the Xbox custom consoles, they do a proper job. They do that, like the laser sketch and all that bullshit to it, like the Gears console. They go full out on it, and that's what I love about it. It's a proper custom console, not a sticker, not a vinyl or some shit, whatever we call it, a wrap.
A big ass sticker, a big ass white spider. No, but let's be honest, Xbox kind of fell off for some years. They stopped doing custom consoles. Like I think they did with that Halo 5 console. They didn't do shit until like Gears custom console. Like they stopped doing custom consoles. If you want to like really be honest, they stopped having marketing deals. Like remember when the Xbox One X came out? The only marketing deal they had was Assassin's Creed Origins, and what's the game? Like the Shadow of Mordor. Sony had all of the third-party marketing deals. They had Battlefront. They had Red Dead Redemption. They had all of the big games. So it's good to see the Xbox. That this is a clear indication that something changed within Microsoft when Phil got that promotion. Now they're spending money on third-party marketing deals. Should they have, excuse me, NBA 2K back? They got Cyberpunk. They got, they got some bigger games for marketing deals. And, moving into the next generation, marketing deals does matter.
True that. That's why I'm glad he's saying the shape and design of the Xbox Series X leads it to more console editions and stuff like that, which I hope they go into. Now they're talking about second and third party deals to placate the games. The first party games are not going to be there for the first 1 to 2 years. It looks like they got the gist of what people want, because I'm telling you, Xbox Series X version of Cyberpunk, a Game of the Year edition, will sell gangbusters.
Yeah. And I mentioned this before, but I'm going to say it again. I vividly remember 2013 and some of the games that was marketed to the PlayStation. I remember NBA 2K. I'm a big 2K guy, and I remember that all the screenshots, it said at the bottom of the screen, PlayStation 4 footage. If you're a casual and you see that, and like the only game that you buy is 2K or Call of Duty, and you see, oh, that's the PlayStation 4 footage, let me give me a PlayStation 4. And if they can have like games like 2K or Madden or, like they obviously don't have Call of Duty right now, but, some of those bigger games, man, that shit is going to matter,
Facts.
But I feel like, obviously, with the console, hopefully they do go back to like custom consoles. Now, let's be honest, many of us have seen, I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat as well, we've seen these giveaways they do. Xbox, like the Black Panther, Cuphead, and Tomb Raider, and Sekiro as well. I'm not sure if you remember them consoles. They look beautiful, but they were like charity ones. And they can make those were crazy. If
that Tomb Raider one was really good, man.
Oh, it looked unbelievable. And if they sold something like that, people will pay the price for it. And let's be honest.
Yeah. And let me tell you something else about marketing deals. Xbox didn't choose the best marketing deals this generation, with the exception of The Witcher 3. That was a great marketing deal, but they really didn't fully market it, man, because everybody's I'm just going to get it for the PS4 because the Xbox One was a weaker console. Yes, I remember those days. They marketed what's that crappy trash ass game with the big monster versus the 4 people. Oh, what was the name of that game? It flopped so hard.
Evolve.
Who?
Evolve.
Yeah. They marketed that, and that shit flopped so hard. They lost Call of Duty. They just got back 2K 2 years ago. So he's like, Sony this generation. Sony had,
I believe they lost to FIFA as well, halfway.
Yeah, they lost FIFA. They lost 2K. They lost Call of Duty. Like I said, they did get 2K back, which is important to me. But it's like Sony just had
they lost Bungie.
I'll be honest with you.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah. They did get some games, but it was just.
But that's more recent. Yeah.
You gotta get the game. I'm not lying. In FIFA in the UK, Europe, it's fucking massive.
Right.
You just don't understand. Like they should do custom consoles, legend packs. They were doing the legend packs all like before until.
Hey, Shane, while you're talking, can I share my screen right quick?
Yeah, brother, go ahead, man. Let's do that, man. I'll just share. Yeah. I see it pop up. All right.
Yeah, and that's something they need to do next generation. Imagine like a custom console FIFA. It'll sell like hotcakes. I'm telling you right now.
You guys see this?
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh yeah.
That was the custom Xbox One X Air Jordan. It came with
the Air Jordan.
Yeah, and those sweet, man. Fire. But like you said, you just couldn't go buy them.
Exactly. Like charity. It was for charity, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But that's like Sean said. They had these like charity consoles that was amazing, but you couldn't buy them. Like this.
Some of them were just raffles, like
Yeah.
Yo, if next year they don't do the same thing with NBA 2K21, that'll be a crying shame.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Well,
all the
systems don't really do sports games like that.
Hey,
but Tsunami, look how much detail they put in this thing though.
Yeah, that shit was sweet. Hey, maybe say what's up, slow mo. Hey, what up, slow mo? Hey, slow mo. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
And I was saying slow mo just said like what I said. They didn't have the budget for that stuff at the time,
Yeah,
which is pretty obvious, man. Because I think somebody else said that they botched the Witcher 3 marketing deal. Absolutely, they did. Absolutely, they botched it. They really didn't, man. So it's good to see that those. That's a sweet console, man. I mean, almost like the Spider-Man console, just a sticker in the middle, but it's still kind of sweet.
that's a dope package. That is.
Yeah, man. So.
No, like
Yeah,
I said,
so-
Slow-Mo's 100% right. We heard about the stories about what was happening with Xbox and Teddy Myson. You know, it was a difficult time. But as soon as Teddy Myson went to the side, Phil got his seat at the table. You've seen the studios. You've seen things a lot picking back up again. So hopefully, when it starts this new generation, shit's just full ahead.
Yeah, and you know what? I know how Z like sometimes say that's $1 trillion company. Don't tell me they ain't had no budget. I think this shit is obvious. It's clear as fucking day that
Like,
for about 2 or 3 years their budget, they had no budget, man. I think is it me or is it clear as day they didn't have good marketing deals? They stopped making quality games that wasn't named Halo, Gears, or Forza. It's clear as day. Now look, and like you said, as soon as Terry Myerson left and Phil got a promotion, it seems like everything is changed. And now they have way more marketing deals. They're developing main games. They bought 8 new studios. I mean, I'm saying, brother, you can't sit here and say I don't want to hear that shit when it was the truth. It seems obvious to me.
It makes
but,
sense.
like,
Go on, Sue.
people don't realize Microsoft is a $1 trillion company and not Xbox. It's a division within Microsoft. They have budgets, just like anything, like Marvel. They make $1 billion movies, but guess what? That movie also still has a budget.
Right.
Like they have trillions of dollars, but that movie has a budget. So at the time, for whatever reason, Xbox's budget must have been cut or just all around canceled because they didn't do shit for a good couple years.
Exactly. Well, remember when David Jaffe said the culture within PlayStation is you have divisions competing against each other?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they wanted to push shell processing, even though people didn't really agree with it. But you have one division going against another. It's the same thing in any company. Just because they're all in the same umbrella and make a lot of money doesn't mean they're all getting along with each other.
Right.
What was the guy that was ahead of Windows?
Yeah.
What was the guy that was head of Windows Gaming that for the longest held them back? That's why they took forever.
Teddy Myson.
Yeah.
Okay. It took forever to get where it is now. With the Xbox Beta app is so much better because it's literally just a Game Pass. What's wrong? What the hell is that noise?
This bunch of noise.
Squirrel.
But yeah, it's literally just a Game Pass app. Now it's his whole store. Like it's crazy.
Right. Hey, Shay Capo, you know what? You're right, man. It was pathetic that PlayStation had a bigger budget, but at the same time, PlayStation was all Sony had. I mean, well, it wasn't all they had. It was
their money maker.
Their money maker. So they had to put money into that shit with Xbox.
PlayStation was and still is their biggest revenue pulling section.
Yeah.
Movies, laptops, TV is still nothing.
Still behind, yeah.
I remember when Phil, I forgot what interview this was, but when Phil used it. What's the echo? I hear echo again. Phil used an analogy of Xbox was kind of like the band in the garage. That was back, okay, y'all can go ahead and play in the garage, but don't make too much noise. Just stay over there.
Yeah,
and he
said,
do
what you do best. Yeah,
just do what you do, but don't bother nobody. And he said that was what it was. But now when Phil was a much bigger role in the company, we see what's changing right now. So I don't think you can deny that, man.
And then with the whole why are they doing this now? Like, okay, so when would you prefer them? Never? Like, you complain about it that it didn't happen. Then when they do it, you say, why is it now? It had to start sometime if they're gonna go back to it. So either say, okay, that's a good look, they're getting back to it, or don't say nothing at all because the other option is just don't do it, and that's what I was complaining about. So that's like saying to your girl, "Oh, I'm hungry." If then she make you food, now you want to make food, or you gonna say, "Oh, good, finally, make sure that you keep it up." Like, come on,
now going to the next gen, I better start seeing more marketing deals and specials and consoles off the rip.
Yeah, I think they will be. I think they will, man. So when is Sony Call of Duty a marketing deal in? Because it's usually like a 5-year thing. They got it in 2015.
Who?
Sony. They got it. I think this might be their last year.
It might be I think it's the final year this year. I think.
Yeah, I think this is because it's usually a 5-year increments.
Which game?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, yeah. And their first year was, excuse me, 2015. So
If they still have Call of Duty, I would expect Microsoft to grab Battlefield.
they already have Battlefield.
They do? Okay, cool.
Yeah. They actually that was their last console.
Marketed
It was
Battlefield
around,
5.
but they had it.
Yeah, they do market, but this is like they don't really market it like this. Cyberpunk, this is marketing. They got
That's
the,
the
like you
actual
said,
custom
R&B.
console,
They
not
got
just
the
a
custom console. They got the controller, the hard drive, headphone. This is marketing.
But this is like full out. I've never seen it on this extent besides Gears.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Unfortunately.
This
Do
is
you
a third
remember
party.
what happened the last few days when like first it was a what was it? I think the Cyberpunk official Twitter page released a website and you had to find a password which was hidden in the trailer.
Yes, that's what
And then they found out it was like you had to wait till April 20th for it to get released. But people were so hungry for it, they kept digging through the site and found it, leaked it.
Yeah.
That's this type of energy I want to see them going forward.
The only thing I hate is that the game is delayed. If the game was still set to drop tomorrow, that shit it would have been a bigger deal. But like you said, this is marketing, man. Just showing your punk ass logo at the end of a commercial, that ain't really all that. You know, that ain't really all that. But this is
we had a last one for fucking was an Anthem, but that was a failure. So it's like they picked
but
the
they
wrong
still ain't
ones.
marketed like this.
Because
You know.
they probably saw the game wasn't all that. So
Yeah,
like,
they believe in this one. When it comes to Cyberpunk, a lot of
Yeah.
people believe in it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But yo,
To me, it's the most anticipated game of the year.
I remember watching a Gears 5 launch party. Microsoft rented out a freaking tattoo party. You remember that?
Yeah.
They rented out a tattoo party. People were getting tattoos because they love Gears so much. I want to see that same energy for the new IPs.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's what I'm talking about. I know you can't market every game like that, but you know, Halo. I bet you Halo, they gonna spend some money.
They're gonna blow out. They're gonna go full out on Halo.
Hell yeah, they're gonna go crazy with that. It's just, you know, I just want them.
I'll be honest with you. I can hear the echo. Who's got the echo?
Probably R&B because his TV always loud.
Hold up.
Yeah, it was. I called it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sean.
I'll be honest with you. Like when you look at Halo, people saying, "Oh, this and that." Have you seen what they're doing with Halo, with the sounds, with the
I saw that shit, man.
gunshots, and they're doing some extreme stuff over there. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, man. I think, like I said this all the time, Halo is going to be big, and I think a lot of people underestimate it because like Halo 5 was okay, but this one is going to be big, man. They say it's going to be a massive game. 5 years in development. I mean, the shit is going to be big. I can't wait, man.
Yeah, that's their biggest
Supposedly
studio, right?
a $500 million budget.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's like including the engine. But like I said, what they're doing for that game with the new sounds, new gun, like trying different gun sounds, it looks like they're putting. Like when people say, "Oh, they're only making AA games," that's going to be a full blown out AAA game.
And shit, man, with the budget, that's a quadruple A with the budget. If it's 500 million, that's a damn.
Oh yeah.
I hope that includes marketing.
Like how many people work there? Like over
Shit, like
500.
600, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
Tim was saying up to 700 because they're kind of pushing it out.
Hey, hold on. JP Peaceville, I can't. He said Crackdown 2.5. Hey, that's a fact. Hey, that's a valid point. But people don't realize Crackdown has some crazy development, man. Like the team that was doing cloud technology got bought out by Epic?
Epic, yeah.
And Xbox, like Microsoft themselves, tried to do the cloud technology. That was a shaky development cycle, but that's a good point.
This is what happens when you get like people or like
third parties,
second party and third parties. Like it falls apart. Like with Scalebound,
Absolutely.
it fell apart. With Crackdown, it fell apart, and this is what Phil wants everything in house.
Absolutely.
Yeah, most of the dog shit games that everybody want to spot off are third party games.
Yeah,
like the first party games.
You know where they rectify that? With that Xbox Game Studio Publishing Division. Remember that? Because that's where Crossfire X and all those other third party games you heard about, they're all coming from there, being published through them, so they can have more of an eye on it. So I think it's a smart idea.
Yeah.
That game's going to be big. I reckon. I think it's still coming out for 2020, but
Crossfire X?
There's no official release date on it yet.
Yeah,
I'm surprised with all Phil talking about. He doesn't like to keep stuff away from other divisions or whatever. That there's literally going to be exclusive content for games.
I'll tell you what it was. R&B.
Wait, Sean. I know where you're going. It's the same thing when he says we don't like to show games 18 months out.
Yeah,
they ain't had no games. Same thing with this shit. Same thing with this shit. They don't want to do third party deals because they ain't got no Everybody does.
Right. No, that's
They
fine.
want to have exclusive content because they ain't got nobody to pair what to do exclusive content with.
Right.
So now that they actually have it,
Or they had
I
a
think
budget
they're
to
gonna
do
go back
exclusive
to
content. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
He lied his way. He had to lie. He plugged it.
Yeah.
he's doing PR speak. He can't come out and tell us the truth. He has to finesse it a little
Of course,
bit.
man.
The CEO, he can't just say, we're doing bad. This is what it is.
We don't have no marketing deal. We don't have this. We don't have that.
Yeah, like he ain't gonna
Yeah.
say that shit like, look, we can't show no games because we ain't got none in development. He ain't gonna say that. So he gotta make up some shit.
No, watch.
You got to say
watch-
shit like, no. You got to say shit like, we want to make fewer, bigger games so we can focus on the quality of
Right,
games
right.
coming out, like
You gotta-
PlayStation. We want fewer, bigger games.
Right.
Yeah, polishing. Okay.
Yeah.
Less crunch. Okay.
Come on, man. Let's brother. I mean, shit, that's like PR, like you said, Tsunami PR, man. You know what the truth is, but you're gonna twist the truth because you don't want to tell the truth.
Yeah.
100%.
Because if you tell the truth, you can lose some customers. Shit,
Yeah.
like they haven't had as many customers as it was this generation. You didn't want to lose the few they had. You know what I'm saying?
I just hopefully it pays off for him now. Everything's
Yeah.
in place and it's gonna pay off for him.
I think it will, man. We will see, but I think it will because there were some rumors. I don't think we talked about this last week. I'll be forgetting, but there was some rumors about there was a 4chan leak. Did we talk about this last week? That 4chan leak?
Which one?
Maybe we did on Fram.
We could talk about it again.
Okay, so there was a 4chan leak, and the guy has some very interesting shit to say. Let me bring it up. First of all, he said there are going to be 2 events. One's the hardware, which will most likely be in May. Then the one in June will be about the games. And he said that's going to be their E3 replacement. And he said Fable is one of those showcase games, a fantasy monster. And the guy said, I haven't seen it personally, but he's told that the game looks absolutely amazing. They say they have a new exclusive IP coming from a Japanese studio. Halo Infinite is a huge open world you can explore, even though the story missions are still linear. But it's a very ambitious title. It's not going to be a 6 to 9 hour campaign. It's going to be bigger than that. And it's going to be, and they're doing something with the multiplayer, he said, that's going to surprise people. The speculation is the multiplayer is going to be free to play, which will work for them. I think
that's a smart move because look at Warzone. Warzone's killing it. Fortnite's killing it. Apex.
Yeah.
And I think Halo is the right time. It's holiday season as well. A big event, big launch, and I think it's the right time. They should make it free, definitely.
And then also they're talking about how they're gonna do different types of multiplayer, like where you can have like a more classic type, and then like maybe a more futuristic type build. Because that was the balance that they had to. They piss people off when they change it, and then they say, "Oh, it's too different. It's not Halo anymore." But then when you say the same, you get, "Oh, it's just another Gears." So like you can't never make nobody happy. So you say, you know what, here. Maybe they're gonna say, "Here, fuck it, you pick which one you like, and rock with it. Go ahead."
Right. Then they say, Obsidian. Oh my God, Obsidian. That's all he said about Obsidian, and it's known that they're doing a AAA RPG. Obsidian is, but everybody don't talk about grounded. Well, they haven't shown anything yet, but they are doing a AAA RPG. Obsidian is. But go ahead.
So I wonder if Obsidian's going to be
Compulsion
showing
too.
the Compulsion as well. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to be showing the game this I'm not sure about May, but June, July. I wonder if they're going to show the new game. And I reckon what the guy was talking about, like the big game, I think it's the Fable game from Playground. Because, like I said, when you play Forza Horizon 4, the world is beautiful. The detail in that world is beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey man, we got shit for this last week. Some pony on Twitter said I turned to this Xbox podcast for a second, and like they was bragging about like Forza Horizon 4 graphics, and I had to turn it off quickly. I was like, that son of a bitch talking about me and Sean, because we was talking about that last week, how beautiful Forza Horizon 4 is, because it is. It's a beautiful damn game. He was
Who was talking about us?
I think it was that Dr. 4K. I don't know, one of them fucking ponies, man.
Oh shit! Becoming famous.
He turned up. But the thing I want to talk about, let me read this super chat real quick from my boy Victor Alistine. You guys should have King from Iron Lords as a guest. I would love him on here. I know that he don't cuss on this show, but he can cuss over here because we say fuck shit damn on the regular over here. I would love to have him on here, man.
King David. Oh yeah, for sure.
Guys over here, man. Xbox guys are welcome. All are welcome. I know y'all young guys just don't know what movie that come from, but anyway.
No, but with this leak, Jazz Corden and Randy were talking about it. He was saying that what's kind of surprising for him with this 4chan leak, that he's heard similar things.
I was just about to say that shit, and Tim Dog, our boy Tim Dog,
him as well.
Shit. Yeah,
and Tim as well, he was kind of surprised because they don't like to go with 4chan, but he goes, "What we heard is exactly what's been said." So it's looking promising.
Ponies, listen, you might not like him, but guess what? Tim Dog be knowing shit.
Yeah,
so I'm just saying, when he say something and he's sticking his chest out, he know a little something.
He know a little something. Hey,
you don't have to like it, but accept it.
Right. Yeah. I said that shit on my last video. I said y'all can hate on Tim Dog, because he pro Xbox, but he knows some shit. And like soon after I can say, if he's sticking his chest out, he knows some shit. Believe me. Especially in the DM that we in with him.
Oh yeah. When he writes something in capital and then you say something back and he writes it again. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, but I'm not telling you.
Yeah. Hey, on Dealer's show, Dealer and them admitted Tim Dog's source gave them that source about them 12 teraflops.
Yeah. That's what he told me in the DMs. I mean, when Devin
in our DMs,
yeah, man. Shit, so Tim Dog be knowing this shit, so don't be hating on the Snow Bunny. What's up, lady?
Yo, Snow Bunny.
Rain G4, Alex Basha, because that's close to my wife's name. So anyway, man. So that's some great shit, man. I love to talk about that thing, but also I want to talk about Xbox a little bit more because it is an Xbox podcast. But we do have some PlayStation chatter. Andrew Wilkins with the $5. Andrew, I'm praying this is a positive Xbox comment. Let me see. Don't bring King David on. He's another black Xbox fan. That coon shit.
Cooning on the
Sony software sale numbers are wrong because Sony fans don't buy games. Thank you for the $5, Wilk. Hey, Wilk, I was hoping that you said something positive about an Xbox fan, but damn, maybe next time. Thanks, Andrew, and I appreciate you actually watching the show, bro. Even though you give us a hard time, I still appreciate it. Lakers Ram, I heard what you said. So anyway, y'all, let's talk about something else with the Xbox One X. I was watching Randall Thor video a couple days ago, and he had some interesting shit to say about the Xbox One X. I know you guys have seen that the shit has went down to $299, right?
Yep.
Well, let me get this other. Yeah. Let me get this other super chat real quick from me. He's the Bucky 64. Much love to the Xbox guys. It's been hard, but it's going to be good in the end. You damn right, Bucky 64.
Talk that shit, Bucky. Talk that shit.
Hey, we're not going to sit here and tell you that it's been flawless. We ain't going to tell you that it's been a phenomenal generation because it hasn't. But if you can't see the momentum Xbox has, you just don't want to see it. You're a fucking hater.
Yeah, we ain't blind like these ponies out here.
Yeah. So, Craig Simmons want to come on. So, like, Newson's still going to come on or what?
Your Devin
he's supposed to be.
Okay. Just hit him up and see how far it is because he did want to come on.
Yeah, because Craig Simmons want to come on. Andrew Wilkins with another $5. Maybe this is positive. Let's see. If Tim Dog knows so much, then why he lost numerous bets against Sony fans because of his faith in Xbox? Y'all Xbox fans are never right about anything.
Andrew Wilkins, what are you, a bookie?
Damn, Drew. I thought you would say something positive, man.
Listen, the bets he was making was based on opinions like fucking Metacritic and shit. We're talking about like leaks and stuff.
Yeah, if he knows some shit, he knows some shit, man. Trust us. Thanks, Andrew Wolf, for the $5. Tim, man, look, man, Tim a good guy, man. Like he really is. Yeah. So like I was saying,
even Zia tell you that.
Yeah, Tim a good dude, man. So like I said, I was watching Randall Thor video. And he had some great points about the Xbox One X. It's currently at $299, right? And it's a $500 console, but right now it's lower than the PS4 Pro. So Randall Thor makes a good point. Like, what? Like, why is it $299? And it's pretty clear that they're trying to get rid of all of the Xbox One X's. They're trying to get rid of that stock, and they will not replenish it. Even Matt Piscatella said that he doesn't expect replenishment because you know why? Because that Lockhart is going to be $299.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So when the Lockhart gets revealed, it's going to come out at $299. So why would they have the Xbox One X and the Lockhart at the same price? No, they're trying to get rid of those Xbox One X's. So they're going to have the Xbox Series X, the Lockhart, and the Xbox Sad Edition just for people that don't really want to upgrade. But they'll have that bitch for like $150, $100 probably around Christmas time. So what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that's definitely the case that the Xbox One X will soon be discontinued?
Yeah, it's it makes sense because they don't even make the original Xbox One, don't they?
Huh?
Nah, it been something that.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so okay, so you got the Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X, Xbox all digital edition, whatever you call it.
Yeah, sad.
And I think I missed one, ain't I? But that's just 4.
I don't know.
No,
Hey, man, should I like bring on Craig? So like, or we gonna wait for nuisance? I don't know.
Yo, Devin.
He's reading my messages. He's just not saying shit, man.
Give him another 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, and then.
All right, Craig, we'll give you 5 minutes. Hold on, let me hit Craig back. But go ahead, R&B. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, they got 4 consoles in the win right now, and of course they're gonna start slowly ramping down. They'll still support them, but they're gonna slowly ramping down going to next gen. So again, like they said, which everybody was laughing at them for, what actually starting to make sense now is they won't have exclusive games for 1 to 2 years. So that means everything comes out in the first 1 to 2 years of the Xbox One X will play it on all these other systems. So for sure, a free-to-play Halo, if it's true, will do gangbusters on all of these systems because whoever still has it. Because you don't want to kick them off the boat just yet. But after that 2 years, you better get you an Xbox Series X because everything after that is tailor-made for that one system. So they can't say it's being held back by 4 last generation's tech anymore.
Right.
The only one I can see them possibly still, rocking with is the SAD, because like $100 for a fucking console is pretty good deal. And then they're gonna make the fucking xCloud to your console, like there's gonna be a server at that point because they don't have that right now. You can't use your Xbox, everywhere just yet. But the SADs will be able to play fucking whatever game on xCloud. So if there's a higher fidelity version of the game, you can probably still play it through xCloud on the SAD edition. So I think they might still have that around. But besides that, they're going to phase out the S and the X, and they're going to rock with the Lockhart, and they're going to rock with the Series X.
You see, but I think they're going to keep that SAD edition around for a year or two, though, brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You said that. I'm sorry, because I.
Yeah,
okay.
They might, like I said, they might keep producing that SAD edition or the 1S, and like I said, the X, because what it is, the X is basically the new Series S, so they need to get rid of that basically like the mid-range box. Well, the X is not a mid-range right now, but the Series S is going to be the new entry for next generation, so that's going to be $299 or $349.
Yeah,
and they need to get rid of the X because that's where it's going to replace that. It's going to replace the 1X. So
absolutely, they have to get rid of the X. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Big Kahuna, what's up? Tip Diamond with the $2. Tip Diamond, what up, Dirt and Panel? What's up, Tip Diamond, brother? Thank you for the $2.
What's up, man?
What's going
Max, Axel, 1324. What's up, y'all? Thank you for the support. Big Kahuna, hey man, Big Kahuna was a YouTuber, man. Back in the day, like he was on the front lines of when Xbox was getting their ass whooped early in the generation. Of course, they're still getting their ass whooped now, but it's more confident Xbox. If you guys know what I'm saying. What up, Big Kahuna? Because he was out there making videos, man. I remember he was on BZST one time and shit. Yeah.
Big Kahuna, good shit. But like I said, the new Series S, if it is coming at the Lockhart, it's gonna outperform the 1X right now anyway. So it's gonna be a hell of a system to come into the next generation. For sure.
1080p or 1440p 60. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they need to. But the thing is that they need to, like, it's gonna have the new SSD. It's gonna have like all these special features. What it's got quick resume and all these other things. So it's gonna be a fantastic console to come into next generation.
Absolutely, man. Especially at $299.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, we're going to get the Series X, us on this panel, but
100%.
there's going to be people going to get that, man.
But especially what's going on in the world right now, people are losing jobs or they're not getting paid for work.
Yeah.
$299 might be a good entry point this year because you just don't know what's going on at the moment.
I'm going to address Nick up. But first, let me holler at my man Digital Swords. What up, Dirt and Crew? Thank you, brother, with the 199. We just chilling, man, talking about this Xbox, what we love to talk about the most, man. Thank you, brother, for the 199. But Nick said, how do you guys know all this about the Lockhart? We don't know all this about Lockhart, but there's rumors, there's noise about it. And if you put two and two together, Xbox One X being reduced to $299, they're trying to get rid of all of the stock of the Xbox One X because they're trying to move into Lockhart. I think it's pretty safe to say that. I mean, because if they're just trying to get rid of the Xbox One X for the Xbox Series X, why would they lower it to $299? I know they're trying to get rid of it, but just put two and two together, my man.
I believe. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's like the official price as well for Microsoft. You know, like obviously other shops like in the US, they were doing the NBA bundle for like $250 or $200 at one point.
Yeah.
So it was even cheaper than that at one point. The NBA deal as well, the bundle.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. It's some good shit to talk about, man. I mean, there's so much speculation going on right now. I just can't wait until everything is confirmed, so we'll know what's popping. Like remember last year, this time or earlier this year, PS5 is more powerful. Xbox Series X is more powerful. Thank God we know the truth of which one is more powerful. Now we can stop talking about that, even though some ponies are still trying to talk about it. Well, anyway, I can't wait to see some games from Xbox. And there's a rumor that PlayStation and Xbox, they will have a event in May.
Yeah.
Like we already heard about the Xbox show the first show will be in May. Now we're hearing that the PlayStation might have a show in May, which is great. So what do you guys think about that? They're saying the Xbox show might be early May, like within a couple weeks, the first week of May. PlayStation, they didn't say what week, they just said May. So I'm interested to see how the PS5 looks. We seen the controller. I like the controller. Tsunami said he don't like it. I like the controller, but I'm serious. I mean, I'm curious to see how it looks. But Sean, what do you think about this, man?
It's gonna be interesting. Like, let's start with this early event for the Xbox. A lot of people are saying it's gonna be early May, like maybe the first 10 days in May, and they're gonna be talking about like the Series X, go more in depth, like what the console can do. Maybe show off like better load times. A game is made for that hard drive, but the SSD. And maybe show off the Lockhart. That's what we're hearing. And maybe a Fable game or maybe another big game from Initiative. They might show off like they did with the Game Awards with Hellblade. Show off the hardware and then show off a game. And that's what they might do. And with the PlayStation event, it's time now. May, June, they have to show the console. People are... The Sony guys are thirsty. They want to... They see a controller, they get carried away. They need to see the console now. But I still do believe that because of the new cooling system, they have to redesign the console. And if they don't show a physical console by June, then you know for a fact they have to redesign the console because of the cooling system, because they overclock the machine. So in May, that could be a great battle between Xbox and Sony, showing off the console, what the console can do, and show like maybe another game or two as well from both sides.
Let me get the super chat. My boy Axel1324 said, "Can you guys talk about the Xbox Series XXL?" Yeah, we talk.
Let R&B talk about that.
Yeah, essentially, it was just a very, very late April Fool's joke because they tried to say it was like the Xbox Series X extra large, so it's like 40% larger than Xbox Series X, so it's like the size of like a freaking building. It was just like an April Fool's joke on IGN that was really, really late. And everybody flamed a bit of comments.
But they put it on 420 because it's weed smoking day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so it was just a joke, man. It was just a joke. Hey, so Devin, man, you heard Mac Nuisance?
Man, he ain't saying shit, bro.
All right, get Craig Simmons on. Get him on.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
wait.
Oh shit.
He said he just got in, so
okay.
He's probably gonna pop in.
Okay.
But yeah, as far as
Go on, Sue. Sue, go for it.
Go ahead, Sue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as the events, I think actually that the hardware event is going to be more like the first look at the Lockhart, because like they got to show it at some point. So I think that's a good point to show it. And as far as like to your question, why do we keep talking about Lockhart? Because like when they had those GitHub leaks, they also had other lower tiered testing specs. So like, why are you testing for a lower spec console unless you got a lower spec console? And then also, how many times has Phil used an S when talking about next generation?
Yeah.
He's going back to the old E3, launching the new Xbox consoles. He said it again during the IGN interview a couple weeks ago when the launch of the new consoles. So like it doesn't take much to. You got the rumors. You got certain people that's on the inside that might tell a girlfriend, might tell a best friend, might be drunk, might be hitting on something, might give a wink and a nod. Like it's out there, just like Fable. They didn't mention Fable, but everybody knows it's Fable. Like after a certain amount of time, you just like, okay, they haven't kiboshed this yet. So obviously after years, it got to be, if it look like a duck, it's a duck, like all that shit.
Hey,
so basically, yeah, and then second event obviously is gonna be games. So yeah,
definitely. Hey man, let me say something. No Russian said a 1080p 1440p console is supposed to replace the 1800 4K console. Microsoft already fucking up, brother. What? Okay, the Lockhart is going to be more powerful than the Xbox One X. Hold on. First off, I'm not the tech guy, but they're saying that it's going to be a 1080p, 1440p, 60 console. The Xbox One X isn't really a 4K 60 console or even a 1440p in some games, but it's going to be a next generation console. The Xbox One X is a current generation console. Yes, it's a very powerful current generation console, but it's still a current generation console.
So as far as the upgrade is in the GCN to RDNA 2. So that can't be underspoken. So just like how they say you can't measure teraflops the same with GCN and RDNA 2, that's what it's going to be. So it's 4 teraflops supposedly, but that's going to be stronger than the Xbox One X. And I believe they're probably going to use the same CPU and maybe just a weaker GPU, but I see a lot of stuff being similar besides that. Like, I believe it's going to have a SSD, maybe not as big, and, maybe, less RAM, but a lot of the architecture is going to be the same. I'm just wondering if they're going to have the same form factor also.
I reckon it's going to be, the form factor, they have to move away from this, like what the One X is, the One S. They have to, if they want to talk about next generation console, they have to move away. So I reckon it's going to be like a GameCube, like we talked about it, maybe a bit bigger than the GameCube, And
but here's my counter argument to that. For all the people that like are pushing against it, they're like, "Oh, it looks ugly. Oh, it can't fit." Maybe they're going to throw them a bone by making it, a rectangle. I don't know.
You know what, Tsunami? Let's be honest. Who gives a fuck about how the console looks?
I know, but I'm just saying.
Keep on the lunchbox, like for real though. Who cares?
But R&B, like when you're going into like the next generation, when you talk, because there's like a couple of consoles on, you're going to be supporting the One S, One X, even the one for the next 1 year to 2 years. When you want to go talk about next generation, it's got to look different.
Yeah,
it's got to look different.
Yeah, but still, that's like right up there with people complain about, oh, the name is confusing. Never has been confusing except the Wii U. Like they find stuff to argue about though.
Yeah,
it's gonna be called the Xbox. That's all.
Let me get this super chat from Fatal Charade. Thank you for the $2, brother. From PC Master Race. Great show. Great show, guys. We appreciate it, man.
Let me just answer this. Let me just add more to this. What this Lockhart can do. I personally think the Lockhart, but if it is like four teraflops in RDNA, I reckon it will be able to do 4K 60. But the difference is the Series X can do up to 4K 120. Minimum is 4K 60, and obviously maximum is up to 120. With the Lockhart, it might be 4K 60 maximum only. But when you see the graphics difference, it's going to be from the textures and many, like I said, the ray tracing, the CPU. Right. This is where you're going to see the difference. And
now, that's the question: would a Lockhart be able to do ray tracing?
I reckon it has to be because.
But honestly,
well,
if you're buying the RDNA console, how much power are you expecting?
Oh, you say what? You asked that question again?
No, I say if you're knowingly buying the cheaper console, how much power are you expecting to be in there?
Yeah, I mean, well, me personally, I'm expecting the same type of graphics, just lower resolution.
Like lower
On the
textures and
hard
stuff
drive.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lower texture.
shadows.
Because believe
Like
it or not, the majority of people still have 1080p TVs. A lot still have
Yeah.
720 TVs. So like the people that want an entry level to a next generation console, they don't have 4K TVs and HDR and all these OLEDs and stuff like that. That's for the top of the top people. So they're making one that a person in a third world country might be able to buy because they still have a old Samsung TV, but they want new generation consoles. Like there's more of them than there are us. So I can see them catering to, we want to upgrade to the point where we have a better console, but you don't need 1080p for a game to look great. We already seen that. 4K is nice, but it's not necessary. So they rather have something where you can have the game run good. You can have better CPU, so you can do more things in gaming. So like the things that elevate a game for AI technology or NPCs in the world and stuff like that, game changing stuff, not just graphical stuff, but game changing stuff that can be done with a better CPU. And that was the big bottleneck from last gen. So yes, the Series X might, not Series X, the Xbox One X might get to a higher graphical fidelity, but it's not going to run as well.
What's that program that they're using where it looks like, I think they're using like 540p resolution?
Yeah.
But
I saw that.
1080.
direct machine learning, that is.
That shit looks crazy.
So that's the thing, like what Devin is talking about. They can get an image of, like, say, 540p, and they can look equivalent to a 1080p image. And obviously, on the PC side, they call it DLSS, I believe, and on the Microsoft side, it's called Direct ML, machine learning. So they can take an image of like 1080p, and it will look really, really like a 4K image. A picture that, and it's amazing technology. That's going to be very interesting, and I reckon you're going to see a lot of games using that technique, so they can run high frames and do better ray tracing.
I think they'll implement that into
Like
the
more
lower
capable,
price console.
yeah, more capable of doing ray tracing on games.
Yeah.
That technique is
Like
interesting.
the heavy lifting is being done by the computing of the
the machine learning,
image.
Like Digital Foundry's done a great video with Control, and you can take a look on that after the show, guys.
Yeah. Hey, Great 180 said the PlayStation going to be the same price as the Lockhart?
Damn.
Makes no sense now. I think that's why they never showed it, brother. You think the PS5 is going to be $300? No.
No.
Actually, let's switch it up a little bit there.
The specs is weaker, but it's not that much weaker.
Let's switch it up a little bit because there's rumors that actually Bloomberg is pretty credible. Do y'all think they're pretty credible?
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Well, you know who's gone over there now?
Oh shit, that's right.
Jason Schreier.
Right, on Bloomberg, right.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get another Sony leak ever.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Nuisance, brother? You guys, what's up, brother? Man, I see you join us, but you on mute. What's going on?
Unmute your mic, nuisance. He's a nuisance, though, ain't he?
Yeah, nuisance. What's up, brother? Can you hear us? Oh shit, man! My man got a flip phone, man. Nah, nuisance, man. Hey, man, let's get the shit together, man. Let's holler as what you can, when you can. But look, so I don't know if you guys have heard about this Bloomberg article about the PlayStation 5. I know some of the ponies in here probably ignored the article, but it seems to be, some credible shit. So like first he says fewer PS5 units will be produced on the first year compared to the PlayStation 4. Part of the reason of this is because the price. It's going to be a little bit more expensive than Sony intended it to be. I'm not sure exactly why it's going to be expensive. More expensive than they intended it to be. But yeah. So it also said there's no plan to delay it unless the Xbox delay it, then they would delay the PS5. But they said if Xbox is going to be on time, the PlayStation is going to be on time also. They said the COVID-19 affected PR plans, but it didn't affect the console being made. Say devs expect the shit to be between $500 and $549. So what do you guys think about this? I don't think it'll be $549. I think it will probably be $500. But I'm also expecting the Xbox Series X to be 500 too. So what do you guys think about that?
Well, the argument right now is, per the Bloomberg report and the last one that came out, is there's internal fighting within the Sony higher ups saying, do we sell at a loss or do we try to at least make a profit? Because the last one to sell a loss was PlayStation 3. You know, you saw how that went.
The big loss.
Yeah. PS4 sold, I think, like a $30 profit. It cost like $47 to make it, something like that.
Yeah.
This one is different to where, all right, they know it's weaker because they try to go out in 2019 with lower specs. They realize they can't do that now or they get stomped into the dirt. So they said, all right, we'll spend some more on the cooling. So we'll overclock it from 9.2 to 10.8, I think it was. Or 10.3. 10.3. So all right, we're trying to close the gap. But we do that, we got to spend more money on the cooling system. So that brings up the price. So now it's saying between 550. So the argument is, do we sell this at a loss or do we sell it for a profit? And that's what's mainly going on right now between Sony.
Yeah,
What do you reckon, Stu?
I feel like this. I feel like it's like a waiting game. Like they want to see what Xbox does, and Xbox wants to see what they'll do. Because Xbox is down for whatever. They say we're fluid. We have permission to do whatever we need to do. And PlayStation, they want to drop it at 550, but they're afraid because they don't want to take a loss. But if it's the same price, they don't want to be fucking looked at as the weaker console for the same price. So they want to have the price advantage also, but they don't want to take a loss. So you can't have it both ways. So I feel like they bought parts or they incorporated parts into that system that cost a lot. The SSD costs a lot. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe the CPU and the GPU, the system on chip, doesn't cost as much as people think because, they see the prices of, the graphics cards out there on the PC world. But SSDs are SSDs, and they tend to cost a lot. And then as far as if they haven't even nailed down the final design of the console, it could be a lot more R&D money. Like the pricing is starting to, they were talking about it cost $480 to make. So $480, now they talking about it's gonna be $550. Like if it was $500, they would be something at about the same, as the PS4, launched that. As far as
we got some feedback from you. We got some feedback.
Somebody got a PS5 on in the background.
Got your PS5 on right there.
Making sure it work. Okay.
So yeah, we can hear you now though. Let me get this. Let me get the super chat right quick. Geekhead 188 with the $499. They can't sell the PS5 at a loss. They would go bankrupt. I don't know if they'll go bankrupt, but trust me, they do not sell the PS5 at a loss.
Let's be honest, nobody wants to sell a product at a loss, like a major loss. And when it comes, really, they want to sell the PS5 at 500. They really do want to sell it at 500. But the problem is they're going to look at Microsoft, and if they come in at the same price, people are going to talk about the power to, money. Like, that's got more power. It's better money. It's better power for your money. And this is it's a difficult decision then. They're in a bad position, to be honest. And I reckon it's going to be around about 450 to 500.
I think it's still going to be 500. You know why? Because the PlayStation brand is so massive, man. They're going to be fine at 500. Now, I know they might lose some Digital Foundry comparison videos and all that shit, but the PlayStation would do fine at 500 because, like I said, they're the bigger brand worldwide. Now, it might be closer in America, North America, as far as the sales go, but PlayStation would be fine. They just because they don't want to take a big loss on the PS5, man. So I think they're just going to put it at 500.
But you know what, Dirt? I kind of want Microsoft to wait for the surprise to see what Sony does. But I feel if they wait on Sony, they're not going to get a price like September.
Mm-hmm. But it still be equal. Like as long as neither has shown anything, nobody has the advantage.
Yeah,
I reckon Microsoft will show their price in June, July with the new digital event.
Hey, Victor, the Discord PNTS Network, brother. That's where all of our shit is. PNTS Network. Check us out. Our Xbox room, our PlayStation room.
Drop the link if you have it.
Well, yeah, I can do that, I guess.
Yeah, because I gotta try that too.
Yeah, let me drop the link. I'll drop the link. But yeah. So
it's interesting times. Definitely, it's definitely interesting times.
Yeah, it is, man. Definitely interesting.
Hey,
shit.
Devin, what you think?
Of what in particular?
Pricing and waiting first.
No, I think they'll be at least 500. There's no way. There's no way they're going below that. I don't think they can afford to. Well, I mean, they can afford to sell at a loss, but I don't think they will anyway. I think they're going at least 500.
I reckon it's the cooling that's got screwed them. To be honest, and the SSD is expensive. Like Tsunami has shown me some of the SSD, like which is not even available. Like that type of speed, it's expensive. So it's gonna be interesting, definitely. We just gotta wait until May, June, and let's see what the PlayStation is rocking and the Xbox.
It's equivalent to having a fucking a fuel pump that's more expensive than your engine. Because that's basically what it is. Like your fuel pump, the thing that pumps the fucking shit into your engine, costs more than your actual engine because the APU doesn't cost that much compared to how much the SSD costs in the real world. Like if you try to buy that SSD, which doesn't exist, but a top of the line SSD, the fastest SSD is typically Samsung, right? And that's Gen 3. It's supposed to be Gen 4. And those go for like 400 for like a 2 terabyte. I think it's like 2 something for a 1 terabyte.
That's insane, Doc.
Also, something I think we haven't talked about is the accessories. If they're like $500 each, and you buy another controller, and we know Microsoft has a proprietary hard drive coming out, we gotta figure out how much that could cost too. Because if we go out the store with these things and we're gonna spend $700, that's gonna be a turnoff for some people. Now,
I mean, I personally, as far as like the accessories for the PS4,
yeah,
those are gonna be expensive because like one, it doesn't exist yet. So whoever makes it first, they're going to have to develop a way to make it. And since it's not typically things that are higher volume are cheaper. So the rarity of a certain item makes it more expensive. So until it becomes more mainstream, I don't see the price of those dropping for Sony to even buy or for people to even buy. Then also just on the peripheral side, that controller, I wouldn't be surprised if it costs a significant amount more. I'm thinking like $80 because I think the Nintendo Pro controller costs like $80.
I wouldn't be surprised if that PS5 controller was $100.
No, I would say $80. About $75 to $80.
Yeah, and I think the Xbox would pretty much stay the same because they didn't change too much on it for it to be a price jump. So I think like if there was a price jump, it'd be like for what? And I'm just gonna keep rocking with my Xbox One controller. So like I don't see that changing as far as pricing. Maybe $5, from 60 to 65 or something like that. Maybe 70 because I know some controllers already cost 65, but for the most part, I don't see them going too much higher. But yeah, then what about this other like peripheral stuff? Like I didn't really get into it, but what is this robot buddy stuff that they talking about?
Are you talking about the robot buddy?
It's the Furby under your bed, bro.
Yo, nuisance
here, bro.
Nuisance, is your mic working?
Yeah. I think I'm all good now.
What's going on, brother?
And just listening to the experts, you guys chopping it up. Just got off a 14-hour shift. Sorry,
damn.
Yeah.
Essential worker, like
essential worker working the street corner.
That's that CDLs. Oh no, man, don't do me like soup.
Yo, brother, you working that street corner? Come on, bro. Use protection all the time.
Nah, man. I work hard, brother.
So what's your take on this? Like PlayStation being around 550, 500 quid,
bro. Anyhow it coming at 500, it's not gonna be good. It's not. It's this. They can't do that. Not with a weaker console. They can't do that.
But they have the mind share. They have the customers. 100+ million sold. They're gonna follow them, right?
Shit, that shit ain't working the PS3 era. and that PS2 sold like hotcakes, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was my DVD player for years.
That was a lot of DVD player.
What Matrix? The Matrix Reloaded.
You could play games and watch DVDs.
Yeah. Yoshida said that was one of their biggest exclusives. The Matrix DVD.
The Matrix.
He said it. I didn't say he said that shit. Yeah,
Matrix
but
was big though.
Yeah, PS2 is big, man.
Like, they can't be 500. They can't do it.
I disagree with you. I think it can be, but I don't know.
I mean, I definitely think it can be, but like as a company, do they want to do that? Like the PS3 lost $2 billion in their lifetime.
See, but the PS3 took what, like $800 to make that bitch? That shit was ridiculous. It was something ridiculous, man. They had to charge $500-$600 just to get, and they still was losing money with that. That PS3 cost too much to make.
Yeah, so they said they had to get second jobs.
Yeah, plus that like with the PS5, it's coming with a 4K Blu-ray player as well this time.
Finally,
yeah,
they own Blu-ray, but they just now getting Blu-ray.
Yeah,
or UHD, I should say.
UHD. So that's gonna cost a bit more. You know, a couple of dollars, $5 more probably.
Yeah, but like Phil said, people be like, "Oh, that's only your part that costs $2." When you trying to build 100 million of them bitches, that's money. You know what I'm saying? That's
and
money.
then the amount of people that use it is so infantile. Like it's not even worth it to them. Like for people like me, I liked it. I always plug my systems up to optical because I had sound bars or I had sound systems that needed come through my optical. Then I had HDMI go straight to the TV. Now I have to do a different way, or they'll have like some kind of adapter supposedly that can run optical through USB-C. I don't know how it's gonna work, but whatever I have to do, I'm gonna have to do it. But to the regular person, it wasn't worth it. So I mean, I get it as far as the business aspect, but I miss it. And
but your AV receiver doesn't have HDMI in.
Well, what happens when you go to your receiver, then to your TV, you introduce lag and latency.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I don't do that. That's why.
Yeah, so that's the main reason. That's the reason why I stopped playing Gears. Gears before this one, because there was so much lag and so much latency that it was unplayable. So I had it running from my Xbox to my receiver, and then from receiver to the Xbox, and then there was a fucking OLED, so that already had a little bit of latency, and I didn't have it on game mode, so that was more latency. So it was just a whole bad experience. I'm like, I can't do this. And then I said, let me plug it in straight. And it started working. I said, okay, this is where you have to live then.
Hey,
I'm disappointed, to be honest. They lost the optical port.
Yeah.
Hey, Noah say they don't realize they said like people don't realize how expensive the SSD tech is inside the PS5. They sacrifice power for speed.
Hey, everybody, I want you to do me a favor. When you get a chance, go on YouTube and look up SSD loading times in games versus hard drive. And I want you to see the difference. Just on your own, just go and look it up. And I want you to see how long the loading times differ. You're going to be disappointed.
Don't the Series X got a SSD too?
Yeah, but it's like comparing a fucking Ferrari to a fucking Maybach. They both fast. Yeah. You're not gonna know the difference.
How they talking? It's like the Series X don't got an SSD.
Yeah, it's still an SSD. It's still gonna be stupid fast. One might be 1.5 seconds. The other one might be 2, 3. Yeah. Who knows? But it's gonna be so
they capping.
Yeah, like you're gonna be disappointed when it comes to
3-second loading difference.
Yeah, like you're not. We're used to 1/2 minute, 2-minute loading times. Like. Once it's down in a couple seconds, you're not going to notice it.
Hey, the worst loading time that I have experienced this generation is Metro Exodus.
Metro, I was just
that first load.
You think that's worse than GTA?
Bro,
GTA is still pretty long.
The Metro Exodus, that first initial load is like 3 minutes. No bullshit.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
The first load is like 3 minutes. No cap. Maybe longer than that. And I'll be like,
so wait, question. Which one annoys you more? Having multiple load times or having one long load time?
Probably multiple. I can deal with one long ass load time.
Because 2K, every time you do anything, loading, next screen, loading, next screen. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah,
I'm sick
getting into the game is quick.
TV stuff in between those stuff is annoying.
Yeah.
Emmanuel A, my homeboy Emmanuel A with the $2. Fuck. What's the IO speed and being easier for devs? 12 greater than 9.3.
Oh shit! No, but that's the thing. Like what he's talking about, like what they do now with the virtual RAM to pull you off the RAM and that. Like Xbox has gone the same route, but they've just done it better. But with Sony tech, it's because it's like only the first party will take full advantage of the SSD. Multiplats, I'm not sure, to be honest, if they take the full advantage because they've got to cater to the Series X and Lockhart and other consoles as well.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Oh, you go ahead.
Since they saying like the PS5 got like the SSD and they're gonna make games cater to the PS5. since the Series X got an SSD as well, can't they play those games as well? Or the PS5 SSD is so powerful that the Xbox Series X SSD can't run? I'm kind of confused on that.
When it comes to like, let me give you an example. Like, say, like a Superman game. The speed, like the way the Superman can travel through the world, like the city, like they might have to limit it because the SSD is slow on the Series X compared to the PS5.
The ass is loading too slow.
Yeah, so instead of being like 5 times faster, they might have to bring it down to 3 times faster because obviously.
But the Series X can still run that type of game. It just
can run
be as fast as the PlayStation.
Yeah, but this is where the game design comes in. This is where the compromise in game design.
It's not just about loading screens in general. It's about how fast things load to the game.
Things load and like pop up and all that.
Like a Spider-Man game, how he goes through the city, or a Batman game. You know, you're moving so much faster.
But here's the thing: people don't realize there's a technique in the PC side that's still pretty new, but they're using RAM as memory, like as storage. So basically, it knows what's coming next, and it loads into your RAM, so that once that asset is needed, it pulls it from the RAM. RAM is still faster than anything. The connection from your RAM to your I guess the SoC is going to be faster than the SSD is. So what Microsoft is potentially doing is they're using their RAM as basically some of the storage in the game. They're caching some of the assets. So basically they're working smarter, not harder. Whereas in Sony, they're just, they're saying, okay, the SSD is super fast and we'll run it that way.
And that's their tech. Like with what Sue just said there, apparently Microsoft's got 100 gig of that. So they're doing it better what they're doing right now. But with the Sony
architecture.
Yeah, with the Sony one, I think the first party will take full advantage of that, but the third party devs, not so much, because they got to cater to the other consoles as well.
And guess what? This is the first time I'm gonna say it. PC might be holding consoles back for a little while because they still have to make those games run on a NVIDIA this and a Radeon that and all that kind of stuff that's weaker than consoles. So those and the average PC player doesn't have an SSD. Like most PC players don't have SSDs. So it might be like in the third-party game that's going to PC. If they have to make one game, the lowest common denominator on as far as the hard drive is going to be PC.
Hey, let me get the super chat. I'm hoping Andrew Wook is positive, man. Let's see. Emmanuel lied. Xbox fans have low IQs. God. PS3 was way more. PS3 was way more powerful than the Wheel Tech having 360.
It
was for devs is why PS3 got bad ports. Yeah,
and this is what I'm talking about. Like when it comes to this SSD tech, they might have the same situation with these third-party devs. It might become the same because what Xbox is doing is what they're doing right now, but they're just doing it better. Mm-hmm. PS5 is doing something different, so maybe devs might not like the third-party devs might not like it as much.
Well, hey, you know what? I always say the third party really never takes advantage of like you just said, Sean, like unique features on the console. I always say how on the DualShock 4, I like the speaker. I thought it was cool, but the only people that used it was Sony first party games. No third party ever used it that I can remember.
I even forgot it has a gyro in it. Like it has like a gyro. I remember they used to use that on PS3 for Heavenly Sword.
Yeah.
They didn't use it since basically. Like I don't remember the last game that used the gyro controls inside of a regular third-person game.
I think Newscast wanted to say something.
Oh, now I was gonna say that how the PlayStation 5 is the SSD, right? So you telling me my garbage ass PC, all I gotta do is put an SSD in there and I could run Doom Eternal at ultra high settings because I'm confused, bro. I'm really confused.
Well, what's happening is
no, because they telling me that the SSD is gonna make the system work, and I'm just like I can't respond to it because I'm like I don't get it. they saying shit, but they're not saying nothing. They're like, oh, it's the IO throughput and all. What the fuck are you saying? Like that shit doesn't. I don't know, bro. That's all I had to say, bro. Y'all could
Hey, no, I like that analogy. So I could put an SSD on my PC and I should be able to run any fucking game I want to, right?
Yeah.
According to their logic, right? Their logic.
Exactly.
Because PC gamers, when they go to upgrade their system, that's the first thing they go to. They don't upgrade their graphics card. They don't update their CPU. They upgrade their SSD to get all the graphics, all the frames.
Yeah.
My man Geekhead 188 with the 499. Yo, Andrew, you still haven't played me Rainbow. You scared, punk?
Punk bitch.
Don't be a bitch.
Thanks,
Boot that shit up.
You're
Put that shit on any console.
We're
calling you out.
We're sponsored.
He's calling you out. Come on. I wouldn't take that shit.
Andrew, we calling you out, bro.
You gotta lie on air or something. You gotta say something.
Man, funny.
Bro, how would the IO make? I don't know. I ain't gonna. Let me know.
Bro, they trying to clone you, man. They got
Yeah. I'm falling for it. I'm tripping.
They trying to hear you through the
they
microphone. They trying to see you through a weird robot under your bed.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, so back to that real
Weirdos,
quick.
bro.
Can somebody explain to me what I didn't read up on that? What is that little robot? What is it?
I don't know, man. You know what? I didn't even really read up on it either. I saw the shit. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I
just saw a picture with the robot with crap crying like a bitch.
Oh shit.
So, all right, supposedly it's a patent for this type of like, I guess the closest I can remember that's similar to it is, remember the new Chucky movie that came out? It was a doll.
Hey, that shit was dope, man. That last Chucky was dope, though.
I heard people didn't like it, but I heard it was more about the plot.
Essentially it's a doll, but the doll has a lot of smart technology in it, so it can talk.
So he's
to
not a demon; he's a robot.
They give you like advice in games,
or a ghost, or whatever it was.
So I don't know why they keep doing these patents, because it's just like one stupid idea after another.
I mean, anytime you have an idea, you have to patent it so that nobody can claim the idea before you. But there's literally hundreds or thousands of patents that are done that never come to fruition, just so they can say if they ever do it, we can claim rights to it, or nobody else can do it once we make the patent for it. So, who knows why they did it? But I mean, remember when they said the PS5 controller's gonna have like sweat sensing sensors in it that can tell if you're nervous or not? Yeah. Like, I mean, they made a whole bunch of stuff that they never gonna come to fruition. But
I don't think this shit is coming. I think this is ammo for us Xbox guys right now. Like, you got a fucking, like, as my boy Dan would say, a Furby up under your bed telling you some gaming tips. Like, I don't think it's ever gonna come out, man. I think it's just it's some bullshit.
That's what Emmanuel A just said, bro.
What do you say? The Xbox Series X has higher bus speed and higher bandwidth. SSD don't mean shit. Man, we'll see. That's why I can't wait till they reveal these fucking consoles all the way. Reveal them. There's the foundry get their hands on them, and we'll see what happened there. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happened there, man. Because
I can't wait.
I don't
think it's
I hear the pro in the background.
Because unlike SSD, having fast RAM with a Ryzen chip is a big difference. Like, when you build a PC, they say don't put this kind of RAM in it unless it's between these specs, or you'll lose fidelity, you'll lose frames. Like, it's very important to have the same type of speeds. One, also you want to have low latency RAM. Like, people don't understand, RAM can be fast, but if the latency is bad, it's just like anything, it's going to have latency. Mm-hmm. So having fast RAM actually impacts your game. So by having a better speeds in your IO, Xbox has faster communication with their RAM that can actually give you a performance boost.
I just can't wait. Like, in May, we're gonna see hopefully both consoles. They'll show more what the console can do, like with the memory, with the SSD, with the techniques you're gonna use, and all this direct machine learning.
What do you reckon is gonna be the showpiece game that it's a dog shit game but it looks pretty? They always have one of those at the beginning of every gen.
Yeah, they do. Let me see.
Killzone.
I don't know. Killzone was beautiful, bro. But I didn't really care for the game. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, even Rise looked beautiful and it still looks good to this day.
Yeah, Rise is still good. The gameplay was a little repetitive, but the story was good. The graphics were good. I know people was wishing for a part 2. I know Crytek is trying to come back out. I don't know if they're making anything recently, but who knows?
They made that Hunt Showdown game.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew Wook, man. Hey, brother, why you think we all broke, man? I make a good living. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm broke too?
You ain't see Dirt House? People, man, his little day in the life.
Yeah, his little dog. The dog doesn't like him.
Yeah, nigga, my dog a racist. My dog a damn racist.
It's because of the skin color.
No, he's not racist. He's sexist. He don't like you because you're a nigga.
You're right. It's out full of females, and I'm the only dude. He like, yeah, man.
I'm not sure. It's probably because he can't see you. That's why.
Ain't that shit? Hey, Charles, respect, sir.
Dirt ain't unlocked yet.
That's my daughter said I'm like Noob Style, I'm like a locked character and shit.
Noob Style?
Yeah. Ain't that a bitch? I was like, hell no, y'all ain't got no respect in this damn house. But it's all good, man. I like being black.
Rodney Dangerfield.
I tell you, no respect. I tell you. All right, yo, we got a couple more topics, but I don't, it's kind of shit. It's kind of PlayStation shit, man.
Bring it.
All right, so God of War. Today is its 2-year anniversary, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. We know I bleed green, but that's a phenomenal game, brother. What you think, Tsunami?
I mean, yeah, you can't deny certain shit. Like, I don't prefer every game that I know is great. Like, I don't prefer Mario, but Mario was fucking huge. I don't prefer Minecraft, and that's an Xbox IP, and I don't fucking prefer that. And I'm not gonna deny, a game like fucking God of War, and I actually do like it. So, I mean, yes, like there's things I can nitpick about, and little jabs I throw at ponies when I'm talking about it. Like, oh, you're the whole story is about you dropping ashes. The first 3 was about killing gods. Because they made you kill your family. You went through and killed the whole entire religion of gods. Like, it's more epic. But as far as just talking about them, like the game, is awesome. And I mean, overwhelmingly, people could say that's the game of the generation. So I mean, I'm not gonna be the one to fight back against that. I'm not gonna recognize real. You know what I'm saying?
See, now you're being honest, and I appreciate that because when you say something like I tell people I enjoy State of Decay 2. What? You damn Xbox, that game ass. Look, man, I really enjoy State of Decay 2. So
just like I enjoy Sea of Thieves, and I know it's dry, but I like Bleeding Edge.
Hey,
like, I don't cap for shit I don't like. Like I don't cap for Crackdown.
You know what's funny? People cap for God of War success, which I don't get me wrong. I like it, even though I think the other stories had a more
epicness,
a better story or better game overall. I think it's funny how if you look at the NPD, State of Decay 2 beat out God of War. That should be released.
It did, and that was surprising because State of Decay is only $30, and it's about money, not games. So it's about the money, and I was surprised about that. But that goes to show you that State of Decay is an IP that people kind of like. Now, I hope State of Decay 2 didn't hurt their hurt the IP. So
the future games,
for State of Decay,
bro. I have friends that still play State of Decay 2, man.
Yeah,
like and they don't know nothing about like Twitter or Metacritic or none of that shit. They just play State of Decay 2. Like
I love State of Decay. I got like 60 hours in the bitch, and I haven't even booted it back up with the update.
Yeah, and that's what
I played it. It's pretty decent. It's a decent game. I don't think it's a bad game.
But I think the bigger.
I want State of Decay 2. I'm sorry, 3 to have better graphics, of course, which it will. A little bit more of a story. A little bit more of a story. Like even if it has some Days Gone graphics, that'd be perfect. It's a little bit more of a story.
Not even just that. Make a real co-op. Like I can hop in and I can't bring none of my progression with me back to my game.
Exactly.
A real co-op. You're right. And they can do that, which I hope they can now, since they have a resources.
Imagine if they made it like PvP, like. The humans in the game are real players. That'll be crazy.
Well, I would even prefer it if they did like Walking Dead, where there's humans over there and they got beef with us over here, and you have your little, your little home base, and we have our home base, and skirmishes. That'd be dope.
That'd be dope. Like online, like an online type of thing as well. Yeah.
Yeah, like a living world like a Final
It could be
Fantasy.
like an MMO or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
MMO.
State of Decay, man. I think the franchise has so much potential for the future, man. Because man, State of Decay was really fun, and the future, it has so much potential. Just like Recore, I know Recore is another IP that they own, and that's another franchise I believe has a lot of potential to be big. To me,
yeah, they just have to flesh certain things out and like stick to it. Like ever since I would say like Sea of Thieves on, they've been dedicated to like making these games better every time they come out with an update. Like they're still doing updates for Sea of Thieves, and they're going to continue. They're still doing updates for Gears, State of Decay 2. So all the stuff since then, they've been doing content for. Even fucking Cuphead's coming out with another DLC pretty soon. It's supposed to be this year. So like, I can see the first part, first party studio games, having legs on them, regardless of how you feel about them at launch. So that's why, with those glasses,
even Halo 5.
That's why I said I like Bleeding Edge, because I know what's going to happen. I've already seen it 3 times over. They're going to keep making this game bigger and better, and we'll have this discussion
I'll
again.
go back to it. I'll go back to it, bro. I will.
Yeah.
They go back to it because I kind of stopped playing it. I'll go back to it. They add a team deathmatch. That'll be some shit.
That's all they need.
More characters,
more maps, some more modes,
and
a leaderboard, every match and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
so,
like when it comes to that State of Decay, I've got to give it like they've been updating it. Like they kept up with the updates, and with this new Juggernaut, edition, they upgraded the graphics, and I just hoping like because they've been updating it, done this graphics pack. How many people were working on this, with the updates and all that bullshit, and how many are working on the new game? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I think they have like how many employees on their last maybe 80, 90?
Yeah.
No,
maybe
they
100.
opened up a new studio in New Orleans. So
yeah, that was like they would take that second studio. They were like maybe like teaching young people how to come up with something with like game development, and then I'm not sure. I don't think we're gonna see anything from them guys this year.
Oh hell no.
No.
They shouldn't show nothing. Shit, they ain't got to show nothing next year. I just want State of Decay to be a AAA game that's great, man. Because look, I don't know what it is about the game. Even part 1, it was like clunky and the graphics, but I love the shit. I love it.
Part 1 was a classic, bro.
Yeah, and part 2, man, like part 1 had more of a story. Believe it or not, part 1 had more of a story, but part 2, it has so much potential. If they can get some real voice actors, because these voice actors, man, it's like they're reading from the paper and shit. Oh my god, these people.
The stats and dice rolling alone of you get a character, they might have a trait that means they eat too much or they get angry, they waste supplies, they waste too many bullets, they'll start fights. All that stuff is amazing.
And let's not cap. Survival games don't have the same kind of feel as regular games. Look at games like Ark. Look at games like Subnautica. Look at games like Rust. Look at games, any of those survival games. Those games are just different, but they have a fucking following. People play those games all the fucking time. Even like Minecraft.
Subnautica is dope as hell.
Yeah, those games are dope, but they always start out a little janky, and then they always get built bigger and better and polished, and all of a sudden, people still playing the game. I remember Ark, when did Ark come out? And that's one of the biggest played games on PC still. So like survival games, they don't have to look like a God of War. They just have to play great, and then because survival games it doesn't have to have much of a story. It's more about living in that world, getting enveloped in that world where you feel like, how can I do what I need to do to build up, supplies and survive in this world? So
I just hope like when it comes to the main games, all these studios, like obviously we know like Undead Labs and Compulsion Games and a few others are made like a bit shitty games, like good games but not on the level what we want them to be. I just hope when they make it the main game, it be a AAA level game and no excuses. You got the resources now. No excuses now.
Yeah.
When it comes to your main game, you want to do your passion projects, Grounded and Bleeding Ass and all that bullshit.
Bleeding Ass.
Yeah, keep that shit there.
Bro,
But wait, that's another survival game.
Yeah,
is,
but I'm just saying, like,
Grounded.
we know from Ninja Theory they're making Hellblade 2, great game. Compulsion Game is supposed to make a AAA game. Obsidian's making a AAA game. Like I said, let's hope they deliver now on big games.
Yeah.
Hey, this dude said bleeding ass. That was
He got that from Z.
Yeah,
that's
that's crazy.
that's kind of funny though.
I know one thing though. I like the fact that Phil Spencer is like an actual gamer. Like I like that.
Yeah.
I think he's the right guy for the job, man.
Yeah.
Don't tell out the ponies. They swear he's the devil.
I know.
Yeah,
People
they
hate
hate him. It's
Yeah,
cool.
they-
I mean, I ain't dick riding him or nothing like that.
No,
But I
that's
just
right.
think I like the fact that he's a gamer.
Well, here's my
I like
thing.
that.
Why do people that don't care about Phil Spencer hate Phil Spencer so much? Like
I don't
you
know,
have-
man.
I don't know.
Like-
That's weird.
Like
That's weird.
Xbox don't even really like real Xbox. They don't really dick ride Phil Spencer. He's just okay. It's Phil Spencer. Like,
do y'all hate Jim Ryan? Like,
yeah.
No,
like,
No, Jim Ryan.
like nobody don't even talk about that dude.
Yeah. So like, I don't understand why.
It's
they hate
because,
Phil,
it's because
and you don't even
Phil-
care about Xbox.
It's because Phil
Feel
more like
popular. They hate
yeah, he's
him.
probably he interacts
Yeah.
with the people. That's what it is, and he does interview. Like
Yeah, they don't
everybody
like
watches
that.
him.
Yeah.
IGN,
Get too much attention.
IGN.
You know what it is,
Jackbox.
though? You know what it is? I tell like my daughters all the time, and like since I'm the oldest guy on this panel, I'm gonna tell you fucks too.
Okay.
No matter what you do, you can be the nicest person in the world. It's gonna be somebody that's gonna hate you just for being you, and that's what it
For
seems
being
like.
nice. Oh, he's too nice.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like I
That's
tell my
facts.
daughters all the time, you the nice,
smile
y'all
too
nice
much.
girls. It's somebody gonna hate you just for being who you are, and I
Mhm.
think that's you're too nice. He too this, he too that. He leads
He's too dark.
Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't talk about Jim Ryan or Yoshida or
Nope.
or Sean Lane as much as these fuckers talk about Phil Spencer. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Even Cerny, when he went up there and was talking all that jibber jabber, putting everybody to sleep, nobody didn't
Man,
say.
even Pony
Everybody was
talk
like,
shit
"Bro,
about him.
Cerny's a genius." Everybody kept giving him props. And,
Yeah.
Oh,
you know,
he's the
he was
evil
just put in a
genius.
bad position.
Hey yo,
Yeah,
nuisance. We would say he boring as shit, but he's a smart guy. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Why do these niggas hate Phil? Like, what did Phil do to y'all, man?
Right? If anything,
They
you
won't
should be
give him
cheering-
no credit
If you,
at all.
if you really thought he was that dog shit, you should be cheering him because that means we're gonna stay where we are last place, right? You should be
Right,
cheering Phil
right. If they
Spencer.
feel he that much dog shit, right?
Yeah.
That's a valid point. It's a valid point. I just don't get it. And you see people now that was former Xbox guys but turned Xbox haters. We're in the DM with one, and all he do is talk about Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't follow
crazy.
me. Shut the fuck up. What you crying for? If you hate Xbox so much, why are you mad to Phil unfollowed your ass?
Ah, shit.
I would unfollow your fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Man, come on,
Shit.
brother.
Shit, I remember I had to play somebody. I said, you say Phil Spencer more than I do. He's like, no, you don't. I looked up their name and Phil Spencer. It was hundreds. Looked up mine. It was me responding to somebody about something that Phil Spencer said.
Somebody do like, hey, somebody put, and we know who he is. When I tell you the story, you know who I'm talking about. He put, what did he put the other day? He put some like Xbox something, and I say, hey, brother, you talk about Xbox more than any Xbox guy I know. And I said, go look at your tweets, and you know who I'm talking about, J-Dub. And I said, brother, go look at your tweets. You talk about Xbox more than any Xbox guy I follow.
Yeah.
That's fact.
It's like a fair. Like it's one thing to be like trolling, and it's another thing when you're just doing it because you're afraid a little bit. And I think because we don't talk about Nintendo, you know why? Because nobody's afraid of Nintendo.
Right.
We make fun of them because we make fun of them because you know they got creepy people that play it, but nobody's like making jokes about the games. We make fun of the consoles underpowered, but nobody's really afraid of them. You know, and this is how I know people are afraid of Xbox. When they showed that Series X, who was the first people that came for us? PC. Not even PlayStation niggas. It was the PC niggas because they were afraid. They were afraid because they saw that power. They saw that we was getting stuff that they don't got, and they were like, well. There's a whole bunch of shit. And I said, wow, y'all ain't hear y'all talk about Xbox this much in forever. Y'all must be scared.
Yeah, man.
You know it.
Valid points, man. I think we are making valid points about this, man. But we are in this community. I know even nuisances in the community. He don't really do podcasts. Is this your first podcast tonight, brother? In the community?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool, brother.
I was trying to save myself for the best podcast, you know.
Oh shit, man. My man. That's what I'm talking about.
Clip that.
You're nuisance. You're nuisance.
Green, you did.
You're nuisance. Be honest, yeah. Don't be a bitch, yeah. Who's your favorite podcast on here?
No.
Who's your favorite podcaster on the panel?
On the panel.
No, fuck off.
Oh man, Dirt, that's my man.
Correct answer.
That's my Virgo brother right there.
Hey, Virgo brother.
I've been watching dude content. For a while, laughing at his shit.
This guy's a known liar. He's a known liar.
I appreciate that.
We know it's not R&B.
We know it's not your
Nah, man. I fuck with all y'all though. I like all of y'all, man. All of y'all got different. All of y'all don't say the same shit. Everybody got different opinions, and it's all,
Who's the wildest?
Xbox. I love it.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, you know, our show going, and we appreciate it, man. We appreciate everybody. You know, even Andrew Wilkins, man. I mean, me as the Xbox guy, I don't really be on Pony Podcast, but I appreciate him being here and asking questions. You know what I'm saying? So, Andrew Wilkins, shout out to you. Even though you extremely negative about Xbox, I still appreciate you joining.
Man, Andrew just be playing, bro. He trolling, bro. It's all fun and games. He don't be serious, man. I could tell. But I guess it gets under some people's skin.
Well, that's the same thing we do. Like, we troll people on Twitter and stuff like that. Like, it don't be serious. Half the time, I'm just doing it because y'all did it to us. And I want my revenge.
Flat out. And I don't talk that much shit. I can, like, when I want to, but like you just said, Tsunami, most of the time it's because they did it to us. Our generation. They did it to us, our generation, man. I'm gonna do a video. I've been working on the video that I'm going to talk about my like this generation through the eyes of an Xbox guy, and I'm going to break all that shit down. You know what I'm saying? How it was this, it was that, it was this. You know, so yeah, that's going to come up, man. Because I want to talk about this shit from my point of view. You know, so. Hey, Tip Diamond said, "Stop lying, Dirt. You be on the podcast with Crack Gamer and Moose." Yeah, I was on there about a month ago. Moose asked me to come on. I went on there, but he ain't asked me to come back because I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm fucking going back on that bitch. Because they were so crap was on there so fucking negative, man. I was like, dog, let's just come on, man. You know?
Yeah. Like, that's kind of played out. Like, I think a lot of people that are like haters of Xbox, even they can see like, okay, this is all y'all do.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have some variety in what you talk about. Like. Everything can't be a bashing. Like, if you like PlayStation so much, talk about PlayStation. Talk about how great it is. Right. But no, they'd rather just say how bad Xbox is. So it's like a negative podcast, and I think people get tired of the same.
These pony podcasters, bro, they'll hop on, they'll do a show talking shit about Xbox the whole time. They'll talk shit about Xbox every fucking day, and then they'll hop off the podcast and turn on the Xbox.
Hey, we know he's talking about. There's
plenty of people like that, man.
Yeah, I didn't say that. You did.
I didn't say who you were talking about. I don't know who you were talking about. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say this before we get out of here. I think we talked about this on our Xbox Live party the other day. I think there's going to be a number of guys in this community that kind of flip-flop. After the next few months, they're going to slowly try to make that transition back.
Yep. Hey, listen. Now listen, I'm putting it out there. I've been seeing the way a certain high-ranking pony has been talking lately, right? He's been parsing his words. He's been giving credit to Xbox in his way. He's been agreeing with known stands of Xbox. He's hedging his bets a little more than he used to. I think J-Dub might be on a flip. I don't know. I know he's still repping it, but the past couple of podcasts he's been sounding spooky. He's been agreeing with Post Up. He been echoing shit. He was like, wait, and then Z had to come shake it. He was like, wait. Yeah, agreeing now. Fuck that Xbox is dog shit, right? Tell him. I'm like, no, I agree. Listen, J-Dub was a 360 fan. He said, I'll go where the games is and all this other shit. He tried to become a Stadia guy real quick, and then he saw it wasn't popping. So
he stopped talking about it.
He went back. He kept it for Switch. So listen, he is a fair weather fan, and I think a lot of people, even Z, are hedging their bets for next generation. So I don't know. I can see a lot of people flipping, but everybody that's the Xbox know who they are, and they're not allowed. And we're gonna put their faces on the front of the building, and they say,
don't let them
"Do
in."
not allow to enter."
Hey, you have to be blind not to see the momentum Xbox has right now. Mr. Kima said, "Crap, Crap Game YouTube channel is going down." It is, but I ain't gonna say nothing
for a while.
Yeah, it keeps on going down.
My bad, y'all. Power outage.
Oh shit! Be careful over there, man.
Man, Orlando has some of the weakest infrastructure in the world, bro. I swear, bro. I ain't never went through none of this in South Florida.
You can still use your phone if you need to.
No, it's fine.
No, it was on the Wi-Fi. I ain't have it on the LTE because I ain't want it, chipping out or whatever.
Right. All right, we're about to get out of here, man. Great show. Nuisance joined us late, but he did join us. Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys for having me on, man. I love the show.
Yo, Dirk,
I could get on more.
Yeah, sorry, but Dirk, can we talk about this boxing game just for about a couple of minutes? I sent the link in the DMs and you can show it to the chat. Yeah.
You know he's a hardcore fight night fan, so he thirsts for anything boxing. Tyson Fury done won. He all in his bag right now.
Right, so this just put it up on the background, and so this new boxing game it's from an indie in the UK. It's called Esports Boxing. Is it Boxing Club or something?
I'm sharing the screen now.
Yeah.
Oh, you sharing it? Okay, I'm sorry, I was about to share. Okay, cool.
So yeah, this is a new boxing game, and they dropped the trailer. It's coming for like all platforms and hopefully, current gen, yeah, and maybe next gen as well for Series X and PS5.
That should look ass.
Yeah, it doesn't look the best, but I'm just saying, look, we never got a boxing game. You know, you do know what I'm trying to say. So any boxing fans out there, including myself, this might be it for now.
It might be.
I wonder why EA stopped making Fight Night. That shit was fire.
It's too expensive.
I heard it was too expensive, bro.
Too expensive. Yeah.
EA likes making money without spending money. So
yeah, I heard that.
And then MMA took off too, so they said we'd rather rock with that if we're gonna.
But it's not. I'll tell you what it was. Let's talk about this, and we can go to that. So it's got some good people in here, like Johnny Nelson, Ricky Arton, commentators, and that. But I don't expect it to be a big game. But let's see. We're hoping they can make a decent game. Yeah, maybe next generation will see a new boxing game, maybe from EA or another big.
Didn't they say like they were making it or some shit?
Well,
I know a boxer got out and said he had an idea for one.
Hey, hold on. Andrew Wilkins. I don't give a fuck what Crap said some shit years ago, man. I really don't.
Yeah. He was a false prophet when he was an Xbox.
Yeah, man. Like seriously, it's 2020. How much shit happened in 2015? I don't give a fuck.
I just
like you know, like Crab be bashing Xbox now, right? I don't know if you knew that or not.
The same shit he was doing for Xbox, he's doing against Xbox.
Crap Gamer got a Gears of War tattoo, bro. Y'all listen to that, bro?
I'll be shading him on Twitter all the time. He get mad.
Y'all wow. He got a Gears of War tattoo, bro. Don't listen to nobody who got a Gears of War tattoo, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like let's not do that.
Yeah.
Like at least hate Xbox and say I like Gears still. Like we went full.
He hate everything.
You never go full retard. You went
full out. He went full out. Yeah.
What's up with his booty partner, that boy Mooch? Like he be still bash Xbox too? Or?
Hey, man, I ain't about to talk about them niggas.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. He's more.
Mooch is not as bad, but he on it.
Yeah.
No, he.
What's funny is they the ones that introduced me to all this shit. So it's kind of like it's crazy.
Yep, same here.
Because he was the one that introduced me to them.
That's the vice versa for me.
Yeah. So that's insane.
Oh shit! So the effect. What's up, brother? With the 20. Can't wait for May, June. Great podcast, guys. Hey, thank you for the 20. You're damn right. I can't wait either, man. It's gonna be great. And it's only a couple. The rumor said it's only a couple weeks away for Xbox to show they shit off, man.
They know the date. They just don't want to say it.
It's gonna be a Monday. I'm guessing Monday something.
Monday's when they know the date.
It's on the weekend, don't worry.
Yeah. If it's some big Xbox news, man, I'm gonna try to get Diller or Rand on here, man. I told Rand, I told Diller, I'm gonna save you for when there's some big Xbox news. I don't want to have you on to talk about.
Yeah, he mentioned it. Yeah, he goes, "Dirt, hit me up on that." I go, "Yeah. Go, we'll get you on for a big show."
Yeah, because I'm a promote that shit. Like, hey, we're gonna have Deal on tonight, and it's gonna be the big Xbox news. Also, tune in, some shit like that.
Yeah,
I see it going over 1,000. I see that.
I don't know if we go that high. Shit.
I mean, if dealer posts,
if it's big enough Xbox news, and it happens to be a Monday, it will definitely be our best show that night. Our best numbers.
Well, Dealer, his show also does numbers because they also have the particular day, so people just know to tune in. So a lot of people that aren't on Twitter might not know.
Yeah.
So
man, shit, Dealer be hitting like.
I seen one of his shows doing 2 bands. I went in there one time 2 bands. I'm like, wow.
No, I think they were, like when I was watching, I think they were at 4,000 at one point.
I don't think they ever had.
No, 2.
Like the one time I was on there, it was 2,000. I couldn't believe that shit. I was like, it's 2,000.
Yeah.
And
I was like, that's insane.
Fast.
Oh yeah, you can't read that.
see, like on his channel, he can't really do super chats because he be moving too fast.
Yeah.
Right, they do.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all, let's go and get out of here. So, Sean, brother, thank you for tuning in. Thank you.
Fuck Sean, that motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Look at this shit I'm getting.
Nah, brother, but thanks for another WBG. What you got going on? There's nothing, right? To show up on Z channel.
Well, it's good on Z. Well, besides playing games, like I said, I finished Yakuza. We were playing NBA, Warzone. Me and Nuisance and Devin were playing this game called Toy Box.
Yeah.
Toy Box.
Turbo.
I ain't gonna waste the hard drive space on that shit.
That's it's only 1 gig. It's like Micro Machines. It's a fun game. It's games with gold, and it's just a fun game. And the next game I'm playing right now is the Batman game. You know the Telltales series.
Oh yeah, I saw you playing that earlier.
That's pretty damn good, man.
That's fucking
You know
good,
what?
man.
It didn't even do that well, even though it was like critically acclaimed.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
that game was not the first one. The second one was part of the reason Telltale had to they kind of flop.
Yeah, they spent too much money on the licensing
much.
properties and put them
Oh
on.
right, so you think
The license so much that shit didn't sell that well. Yeah.
But the first
I'm
one,
just glad I'm still getting a Wolf Among Us 2 because that was the main thing. They were working on it. It said supposed to come out and then they went under. I was hurt because that was my favorite Telltale game was a Wolf Among Us. So they had a little launch trailer on I think an Xbox show or something.
Yeah.
It was
dope,
And I was like, yes.
The Wolf Among Us is probably their best work.
Yeah, and that's their first one.
Walking Dead.
The first Walking Dead was fire. The second one was fire too. The third one, I ain't like the third one.
Yeah.
but I'll be honest with you, like the game is fire. The story's dope. The music's dope. It's a good game. It's a good fun game.
Yeah, I just think people got tired of
Do you like any
the episodic shit? I think people just want the whole game.
Andrew Wilkins? K Mega. He said, "Do you like any Xbox guy, Andrew Wilkins?"
He like you, Dirk. He show up all the time. He like you.
Yeah, he must like me. Yeah. Oh man. So
but that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Devin, brother, you got anything going on, man?
Nothing I know, man. I play by ear, bro. I'm making videos here and there. Hopefully something drops to, make some good comedy videos. And man, I've been working on my skits, bro.
Okay.
But other than that, just gaming, bro.
Hey, I'm include you in one of my skits, man. Now I got your phone number and shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we got to do a collab type shit.
Yeah, for sure. Emmanuel A said Brad Sam said May 5th. Oh, did he? I didn't hear that. I usually watch his videos. I must have missed that.
Must have meant today, probably.
Yeah, May 5th. Okay, that sounds about right.
That's something quick.
Yeah, the week is the May 5th. That's it's a Tuesday, man. That'll be fun.
Damn. Hey, surprise show. Stay tuned.
Right. It'll be a surprise show, but that's Tuesday night, man. Shit. Like they'll be having 2,000 motherfuckers in there. So, all right,
they go late.
What's going on with you, man? You got anything you popping?
Man, I don't know. I gotta see if I still got it in Call of Duty. If not, man, I gotta take my skills over to Nintendo with Splatoon.
Hey, man, you are fearless leader, man. You can't quit, brother. You are fearless leader, man.
Army is dog shit.
Hey, y'all gonna play some 2K tonight?
I am.
Bro, you can't even bring that shit over to Splatoon and get smoked on that shit too.
Oh, come on now. We on the Xbox podcast. Now. Come on. Say that scram punks for me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, keep playing Warzone, bro. We got this shit.
All right, Tsunami, brother, you got going on? You got anything going on?
Yeah, I'm growing out my beard. I'm trying to get on my R&B status. Pause.
Shit, brother.
Nah.
3 more years.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm just grinding on this 2K. I know I'm late to the party. I normally play 2K every year, but this year I had a late launch because I was playing other shit.
Mm-hmm.
But now that everybody and that we do podcasts with, they hopping on the my team now, so they creating their own players. Like my dude, I got him up to 89, so I'm feeling proud right now. I'm playing on Hall of Fame. I dropped 51 and 10. I'm feeling like I'm somebody. So I feel like I'm
ready. How many assists? 0.
Actually, that game, yeah, you're right. But listen, I'm playing with the Mavs. So the only niggas I can score on the Mavs is Luka and Porzingis. Everybody else is ass.
Yeah.
So I got to take initiative because normally I'm throwing little screens. I said, give me the ball, run the screen for me, and I'm going to the hoop. And I was just doing them up. And I'm a 3-point shooter. I had like 40 points in the paint. Listen, I'm feeling accomplished. I'm feeling like I'm ready for the streets. And I'm telling these other niggas, like I was helping Z make his character the other day. He all kind of don't know what to do. So I have to like coach him on through Twitch. Like shit got lag and shit. So everybody making a player. So one day, suppose we supposed to have a tournament, 3v3 tournament, So if anybody got your 2K players you want to hop on, hit Z up or me up or
hey, I was gonna have a squad, man. Listen, I got 4 guys, man.
Now we talking about my player. We're not just talking about like all-star team up. We talking about our own characters too.
Oh yeah. I get that. But I'm talking about all-star team up. I got a squad, man. If Z can get 4 of his boys, man, we can run a game.
Who's your squad?
Hey, it's some niggas I know in real life, man.
Oh shit! I thought I was part of your squad. I thought it was me.
Oh, see, that's my squad.
Noah.
Yeah. Me,
All right, cool. No, fuck all that. Go ahead with your real life friends. All right, I see what we're saying.
No, y'all my squad on, YouTube friends.
These black dudes.
Yeah.
So what is it? It's like me, you, Noah, Buck, and there's somebody else.
Me,
Manhattan sometimes will post up depending on who.
Me as well.
I'm not fuck with you because you don't pass.
I'm the best ever.
Nah, you had Steph Curry and you got hot and you thought you was the shit.
But let's be honest, I don't know what a point guard is.
Yeah, see that's right.
It's not soccer. It's not football.
Listen to me. Until they told me what he does, how he's supposed to play, I was scoring that shit.
Yeah, but when he was a big man, he was trash.
No, with Kobe, I was killing people.
I be trying to get the fuck out of here. Y'all won't let me.
But listen,
it's not about you. It's about the show. Go ahead. I'm done.
There's a new show on Netflix called The Last Stand. It's a Michael Jordan story.
No, that's what
they got the real Michael Jordan story on right now. They on part 2 on ESPN. You better watch that one.
The first 2 episodes is fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, it's good shit.
No shit about basketball.
Is it on Netflix also?
It's on Netflix.
That's a different series. That's a show. That's different.
Oh, okay.
The Last Stand.
ESPN. Thank my boy Nuisance for coming on. We appreciate it, brother. Like he said, man. Like Nuisance been like rocking with my black ass for a long time. We appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all for having me on.
What you got going on? What games you playing?
Oh man, y'all finna hate me.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Listen.
I've been catching up on my backlog though. I've been playing the old school Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, that's the best game of all time. What you mind?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm playing it, and the game is what 1999.
Yeah,
shit is fun, bro.
Yeah,
it's
over 20 years old.
Shit is a fun game. I'm like, damn. That's crazy. The graphics ugly as shit, but it's a fun game.
So. R&B wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, I'm playing that and motherfucking Animal Crossing. Horizon.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
I be checking in, picking my fruits and shit.
Oh shit.
What's going on? Hey,
Hey, man. Hey, listen, man. Y'all can't knock it till y'all try it.
Hey, listen. Devin can't say no. He just says Splatoon. So go ahead. Talk your shit. Go ahead.
But other than that though,
Lego man.
I don't play
I'm just playing backlog shit. Just, I think after I do this, I'm gonna try to beat all the Mega Man X. I actually beat all Mega Mans 1 through 9.
Mega Man's hard as shit, bro.
You talk about
it's
backlog. You got backlog in the 80s.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm a gamer, bro. You know,
that's
I
what's up.
play
It's
games.
just
It's good, man. Ain't a lot of real gamers in this community. There's a bunch of niggas that talk shit.
You're not a real gamer unless you only play exclusives.
Yeah, I keep on getting my mic. Right. That's how I like.
If you look at PlayStation top 10 most play, ain't none of them exclusive. So
I mean,
Spider-Man. You can take that whatever you want. Spider-Man top 10.
You're talking about
Thank you,
Minecraft.
Emmanuel. Thank you, Emmanuel. Mr. Kimi, the Mavericks fan.
Play PS4.
Exactly.
I like the PS4, man.
Oh yeah. PS4 top 10 most played ain't got no exclusives on there. So I don't really know what everybody's talking about. I hear them though.
I mean, the week it comes out,
the
maybe,
numbers
but that's about
don't.
it. They don't
The
play games
numbers
for 2
ain't
years
adding
like you're
up.
doing with State of Decay 2 and Sea of Thieves and stuff.
I see Apex. I see Call of Duty.
GTA,
I see Minecraft, Ark, like
FIFA, Madden.
Yeah, I ain't see no Spider-Man, fam. I'm just saying. But
what about Death Stranding?
It is what it is, bro.
Come on now, Dirk. Come on, this is not. We're not a bashing podcast.
Damn, boy, Death Stranding about to have Kojima out the game.
Hell yeah.
Boy, they talking about Sony pulling funding.
Damn.
Oh man.
Hell yeah. We talked about that last week. That shit fucked up.
That's
but,
crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're about to get out of here because I got a boo boo. These niggas won't let me go boo boo.
You still got a booty call?
I got a boo boo, nigga.
Yeah, man. I'm about to.
You got a cut?
No, I got it.
Hey, but man, whenever y'all need somebody to talk this Xbox shit, hey, y'all add me on, man. I'm sorry.
Sure, man. We gonna have you and Craig Simmons. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all, you know.
Like always support fully, man. Always.
Sure, man. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Emmanuel, no rushing. He said, deuces, bots. Joe Hansel, good show, Dirk. Thank you. John Mark Lewis, Mr. Kima, Raphael, all of y'all, Andrew Wilkins, thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate it. We didn't hit our 110, but we hit 84. That's good. That's still good, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You don't get the same numbers every week, but I appreciate everybody, y'all. Peace out now.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Damn.
Peace and love.